Hi everyone, welcome to my third devotional. The theme for this devotional is the color gray, clearly. No, I'm just kidding. I'm still trying to find new places in the house that have good lighting and switch it up for each devotional. So this is the new spot that I found. I wanted to read from Isaiah 41 verse 10 today. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this verse. This is a verse that God brought to me about a year ago now. Last April, I was just going through a real period of loneliness. Even though I was surrounded by people and knew that I had friends and family who loved me, I just really felt alone during that time and very distant from God. And yet he obviously knew that I was going through that and really brought me this verse. And I had never really identified with a verse so much. Like when I read it, I was like, this is me, like I need this. So Isaiah 41 verse 10 reads, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." And that's a verse that has stuck with me for this entire past year. And I've been thinking a lot about it recently too, because I don't know what your situation is. You may be with your family in a house. You may have a really big family. You may wish that you were a little bit lonely because you're sick of them. You may be living on your own. I don't know what you're going through, but sometimes even when we're surrounded by people, we can feel so lonely. I find for me, when I'm going through a phase like that, I feel more lonely when I'm around people because they're there and I should feel loved and welcomed, and yet I feel so isolated and alone gathered in this group of people. And then sometimes we just feel lonely because we are alone, or we feel distant from God. And these verses are just so encouraging, and I just really love emphasizing the word you and your in this verse, because it's, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." And it's just so encouraging that we don't serve a God who is a distant God. We can say, He is my God. He is your God, and He will help you and He will help me. He's such a personal God, and He has a personal relationship with each and every one of us who have accepted Him. Even though there's so many of us, like we as humans can only keep up so many relationships, and yet God knows all the little details of each and every one of our lives, and one of us is not more important than the other. And so each of us can read this verse confident that it rings true to each of us as much as it does the other person. And it's one of those verses that I know all the truths in this. I know it in my head, but I don't necessarily believe it in my heart at times. Because I mean, growing up in the church, I know that I shouldn't be afraid. I know that God is with me. I know that He's my God. I know that He's going to strengthen me and help me. I know He's going to uphold me with my righteous right hand. But it's sometimes just head knowledge. It's not heart knowledge. And I think we really just need to recite these verses that give us such truth over and over and over again, so that it sticks in our brains and that we really do believe that He is with us, and also that He's the one that's strengthening us. It's not of our own strength, and it's Him who is upholding us. I think sometimes we just really need to fully surrender and give up and fall at His feet for Him to be able to be the one that is lifting us up, because a lot of the time we're trying to do it from our own strength, and that's just so tiring. It's like, why would we try to do something that we know the most powerful being on the planet has said that He will already do for us? So this devotional is just short and sweet, because I think these verses just say all that needs to be said. I really hope that you can just meditate and think about this verse today, and that it was an encouragement to you. And I'm just going to read it one more time. "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand."